Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. It's a beautiful Monday morning here at the world headquarters of Marathon Coach, and this is Marathon Coach 1290. We're going to take you on a quick tour this morning of this coach. This is an H3 double slide. Let me put it into park. Let's take a look at the outside before we go in. Right here. Okay, isn't this beautiful? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Wanted to show you first, before we go inside, the exterior shots of 1290. And wanted to pull it out of the building. It was in the showroom floor this morning, but because it's such a beautiful morning here, take a look at that. Bill Heinrich watching, my good man. I love it when family watches. My sister was watching last weekend. I love the backside here. Look at the offset Marathon logo. That's really cool. And with the sun shining on the driver's side, that's a great shot. Now this is also a good example of what our detail team can do. This coach has been detailed and audited. Every Marathon coach, when it comes off the production floor, gets audited. It just looks beautiful. So to the paint detail team, to the audit team, Alan Hagan and his staff, I see that Ron Brown is watching from Pacific Shores. Ron, it was great to meet you guys too. I know Pacific Shores, I mean, if you guys have watched Marathon Mondays, you know I love Pacific Shores. So my friend Ron Brown is down there, and so I'm glad you're watching, Ron. Oh man, this is such a beautiful coach. What do you guys think of these colors? I think it's fantastic. Let's go on inside and take a look. So one of the first things I want to show you is something that a lot of people consider such a small thing, but if you own an RV, if you own a Marathon, this is something very important. Take a look at this. These beautiful hand-cut mats that go over the beautiful tile. They seem so mundane, but look at that. Look at that style. Usually we see a different kind, like a woven style. This was hand selected for this coach because it matches so well. Isn't that pretty? And if you are near Texas, Florida, or the headquarters here in Oregon, and you have a coach, come on in. Our service department can schedule you an appointment to actually cut some mats of several different colors for your coach. Let's head on in. All right, I'm gonna grab the rig here. So, as you can see, the slides are out. Todd's gonna stop right there, and we're gonna pull the slide in from right there. A lot of you really like to see. Let's leave that door open a little bit, Mickey, because when you pull the slide in, excuse me, we're gonna pull the slide out. Was I saying in? I think I was. So what did everybody do this weekend? Hope everyone had a good one. I know a lot of you were watching football. I know my man Bill Heinrich was watching football, and those Ducks. Those Ducks, they had it, but they lived to tell another tale for the next weekend. There's the slide going out here in the Salon of Coach 1290. I think you'll really like a lot of the details of 1290. There's the slide out there. While Todd looks around, I'm going to go put the slide out in the back. The beautiful cockpit. Right underneath you there is a really nice fireplace, which really sets the ambiance of the Salon. Heated floors throughout. An all tile floor, which really blends well with the walls that were selected of Coach 1290. So in this floor plan, sleeper sofa, 2 chairs on the curbside, like this fabric, this embossed leather. This is really elegant without going over the top. Isn't that nice? Ceiling is very nice. You can either turn the lights off on it. Right now we have it on a rotation, I believe. So you could turn the lights off, or you can have it like this. But this is one of those ceilings that will never go out of style. And take a look at the ceiling corresponding with the cabinetry in the galley here. Isn't that nice? Good finish here on the Corian countertops. Let's see what kind of sink is in this one, because Mickey, I have not seen it yet. There you go, stainless. Goes very well with all of the poles that are in here, and it matches well with the faucet and the hot and cold. Sleeper sofa in a jackknife situation here. 2 TVs in the salon, one over the cockpit, and of course one in the salon slide out. There's an elephant in here, so I'll bet you know what that means. First person to tell me what that means wins a high five from me when I see you. Good storage behind in every Marathon coach. All right. The Fisher-Paykel refrigerator, one of my favorite features. I like these walls. Aren't these walls great? I think the galley lock is on. Let's unlock it so I can show you the refrigerator. If you watch Marathon Mondays, you've seen this refrigerator before, but if you haven't, one of my favorite features. But probably my favorite is the art door. The art door is such a nice piece. It adds a lot. Everything in a Marathon coach is behind cabinetry as far as appliances. Take a look at that. So when you walk into the galley, there are no appliances from appearance, but you've got a very large refrigerator and freezer. You've got your convection microwave oven. You've got your dish drawer right down here. Everything is behind cabinetry, including 3 additional appliances. So push the button and there it goes. You've seen it before on Marathon Mondays, and I love showing it off. Additional storage up top. Of course, lined with our engineered leather. Very cleanable, scratch proof. If you have automotive carpet in your RV, you will really respect the fact that Marathon has went out and decided to put on the inside of all of their cabinetry this engineered leather. So there it is right there, probably the best coffee machine you'll see in a coach ever. That's an espresso machine coffee maker. Here's a steam oven. Just a little tap to this, opens it up. Wine cooler right here. It's got a nifty little tap to open. And it's all hidden behind this beautiful art door. And every custom coach, you can customize what artwork gets put here. You saw it on 1291 with Bernie and Deb. They had the V logo or the crest put right here. And this is actually custom cut for this coach. Great storage right here. Take a look at this, Todd. Large drawers. And I believe there's 8 of them. I'm sorry, 7 of them. 6 of them. I can count. Trust me, everybody. One thing I want to show you. Come on in here, Todd. Let's get a close, tight shot in here. If you look back in there, even the walls are lined with that engineered leather. So that's paying attention to detail. We talk about that a lot on Marathon Mondays. So it's not just a bare wall in here. It's actually lined with that engineered leather so that we can clean it if you need to. So here's your half bath. Actually, this is your water closet. Your half bath is in the rear. That backsplash is beautiful. Kind of goes with the whole theme. It's got a little bit of blue, just a little bit, that offsets everything. And then take a look at this shower. I'm going to open the shower door, which also is a pocket. You know, the self-cleaning squeegee of our shower doors are very popular. Now come here and take a look at this, Todd. Look at that backlit picture that's in there. I see that Robert is asking if Bernie and Deb would allow their X3 to be duplicated, and I'm just going to answer that right now. Probably not. Marathon's policy, or more like Marathon's culture, is that no two coaches have ever been made alike in over 30 years. So if you want to coach like 1291, and I think Bernie and Deb knew that there were going to be a lot of features in their coach that's 1291, which you can go back and watch Marathon Mondays on. I think they knew, and our engineers knew, and our pretty much everyone who was building the coach here at Marathon knew that there were going to be a lot of things in that coach that people wanted in their coach. So you can't duplicate it, but a lot of those elements can be put into another coach for yourself. Behind this door, washer dryer. Come on in here, Todd. I'm going to show you. This coach has a lot of storage. So your washer dryer is right out here across from the shower, right here. And what makes that so nice is that right here is a very large closet. Isn't that nice? That's a big closet. I mean, here's how big it is. I can almost stand up, and I'm 6 foot. Here's a shirt closet over here. Lots of storage down here and storage on the other side underneath the TV here in the bedroom. Good utilization of space back here. You got a little bit of room. Well, let's get it used. Good for whatever you need to store in there, whether it be shoes or clothing or items for your half bath, which is right behind me. That backsplash really is nice. Very cool. It's a beautiful bed. That bedspread's nice too, goes real well. Almost matches the ceiling style. Well, everybody, that's a good tour of 1290. This is a really nice coach that just came off the production floor here at Marathon, and it is for sale. If you're interested, you know how to get a hold of me, malw@marathoncoach.com. If you're already working with a Marathon salesman, reach out to him. Florida, Texas, and Oregon. So let me know if you have any questions. Mickey, before we take off, are there any questions or comments that we should highlight? I'm trying to get better at this, everybody. I need to repeat them if we can't hear Mickey, so I promise you.
We do have a question on whether or not the bed is a king-size bed.
It is a king-size bed. I'm not sure if it's tapered. I know that it does have the 12-inch radius corners. I'm not sure if it's tapered, but it is an RV king-size bed.
And then we had someone who said the elephant means it's an Al Christensen designed coach.
That's right. It is an Al Christensen designed coach if it has an elephant in it, usually. So that's usually what it means. That's historically what it means. So not quite sure on 1290.
I believe Brenda has adopted the elephant, but with her geometric twist there.
Okay, well that's good to know. So I'm just going to throw this at you. I'm not quite sure if this is a Brenda or a Al Christensen designed coach. And Brenda, if you're watching, nope, it's Brenda. She just commented. So you can, all of the comments about how beautiful this coach is goes to you, Brenda. So she has adopted the elephant because it is such an iconic element to marathon coaches. So Brenda Kraft, who's been on the show before, designed this coach, and I love what you did, Brenda, and I think everyone else watching Marathon Mondays does too. Oh, the spice rack. We can't forget the spice rack.
And then Eugene would like to know if it's possible to get a fridge with the water and the ice in the door.
Well, I tell you what, Eugene, and I know who Eugene is. In fact, Eugene sent me a really nice email. I've gotten a couple of emails from Eugene, and I do owe you some answers. I have not forgotten. Sent me an email yesterday, I believe it is. Yes, you can, in our refrigerators, as you can see, because they're cabineted over, I think that we could probably get you fresh water right here at the sink level. And if you go back and look at 1291, you can see that we really put a beautiful filtration system in by request of Bernie V.
And haven't I seen ice makers in the bottom drawers?
Yeah, there's ice makers in the freezer. If you take a look at this, Galley lock is on, so I'm going to jump back here, unlock that so that you can see the partition here. This is an ice maker right here, so you can get ice right here out of the freezer, and then filtration water system at the sink level. So I guess that's about it. Mickey, who's hiding from the camera back there, thanks to her for hanging out with us this morning, and of course Todd Zeller, who is our videographer here at Marathon. Hey, it's Monday morning. Go out there and do what you do, be yourself and do good things. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to pull this coach back into the showroom. Feel free to contact me or your salesman here at Marathon if you're interested in Coach 1290. Big thanks to Brenda Kraft for watching and for making such a beautiful coach. This one probably won't last long. H3 double slide with a lot of storage down there. A lot of storage. Have a good Monday. I'll see you next Monday. Don't forget to email me. I'm out of here. It's coffee time.